year United or Atlas Van Lines come out with their surveys of which state losing or gained population. This is the kind of surveys where they look all the states, how many people are going for each state. From last couple of years, the result for most part match with census finds. Today, we're going to look what their surveys say about 2023. The country is changing 10 or 20 years ago. If you got out of the school degree, most people had to move a big city to find bad job opportunities. Now people have started for looking more affordable places to live. So today, we're going to see top 10 states that have the most inbound move versus outbound move. Let's get the show on road. Let's go number 10. Texas has always been number 1 and number 6 for quite some time now. Texas is great states and still offers a lot to lot people. But people think enough people have moved in where price is going little bit, and people are choosing cheaper states like, let's say, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arizona, maybe even into Arkansas. Well, Californians are looking for cheaper places to live just like Texans. But if you want to move there right now, the average home value in California is $746,000 for now. Number 9, Washington, D.C. Yeah, a lot of people moving to Washington, D.C. these days. Washington has a notoriously high rate of people moving in and out, and it's just nature of the city and all the different jobs people coming and going. A lot of people go there for their career and stay there as long as they have to, and then they get the hell out of Washington, D.C., and why they move out is crime and affordability. It's a very expensive place to live in. In 2023, the percentage of inbound move to Washington, D.C. was 57% or 43% moving out. Number 8, New Mexico, New Mexico. Their affordability is finally catching up with the rest of the population. They realizing that they have some bad stats like crime or some serious problems like, they got some serious drug addiction problem. So people have started to become like this. It's worth the risk because of the affordability. Albuquerque got some crime in some other places. But a lot of their small towns or places or their suburbs are really nice and cheap. You just got to be able to deal with desert. If they are leaving taxes, the home price is about the same. The average home value in New Mexico is $291,000, but everything else good in services. The percentage of inbound move to taxes in 2023 was 57% versus 44% out. Number 7, Florida. Florida is one of the move to state, even though it's dropped a little bit in this survey. Yeah, that all matter of time, If you're coming from northeastern side of United States, then the weather obviously going to be part of it. Talking about real estate tends to be 25% cheaper than California and 5% expensive than taxes. Right now, Florida home value is about $391,000. Florida doesn't have state income tax, and they are also considered business-friendly. Percentage of inbound move to Florida in 2023 was 58%, while 42% going out. Number 6, Arkansas, Grom last couple of years. Arkansas became very attractive option for the people. Cost living is low, or housings is really low, or talking about property tax, it's one of the cheapest when it's come to the property tax. And all the beautiful nature, Arkansas is one of the most beautiful state in entire nation. And an interesting thing about Arkansas is that there's also a few towns or few counties that offer you money to move there. The typical home value here is under $200,000. Like Florida, the percentage of inbound move in Arkansas was 58%, and then, of course, 42% going out. Number 5, Washington State. This is the really wired thing about Washington. A lot of old-time locals hate the state. It's really strange. They always talk about how bad it is, and it's just a horrible place to live. The quality of life in Washington is phenomenal. This is another one that's drawn people in for few reasons, but one of the main one is no state income tax. Talking about affordability Vancouver or Spokane, it's very affordable. Talking about second Vancouver, a lot of might have thinking about, Derry Vancouver's entire state in Canada. Washington, in my opinion, is great state to live. The average home value in Seattle is $800,000 or in San Francisco, $1.2 million. That what not think, that's the typical home, so people in Seattle moving up there from California, they thinks it's pretty cheap. The percentage of inbound move was 59% or 41% was head to the other directions. Number 4, Montana. Montana is another state that become more and more popular with Gen Z crowd. So, baby boomer, we're all about Montana. Montana give you quality of life next to no traffic. Not a lot of crime, their cities aren't terribly large. Most of them are small enough to call towns overall, just a beautiful place to live. They've also got lower cost of living than the most states. The average home value is $446,000. So if you're in San Francisco's, you should start your packing. The percentage of inbound move was in 2023 was 59%, while 41% going out. Number 3, New Hampshire. New Hampshire been getting popularity from last couple of years. If you're just getting out of the school recent grad, you probably know that's there. Lot of startup going on in New England and New Hampshire especially. The percentage of inbound mover was in 2023 was 60%, while 40% heading out. Number 2, North Carolina. People have been picking up North Carolina for some time now. There's a lot of reasons people are moving out to North Carolina. Obviously, it's going to be lower cost of living and lower housing costs too. Those are big for everyone. No matter what states it is, the percentage of inbound move in 2023 was 64%, with obviously 36% moving out. All right, number 1, Maine. Maine is bigger states, not as many people. This state has become very popular with Gen X or millennials. Maine is very popular state with the beautiful nature, and that puts drawn people in. It's a little bit more expensive than other place you can find in the country, and the crime rate is part of it. It's so low, it's ridiculous. The percentage of inbound move in 2023 was 64%, or 36% went out. All right, one quick question. Did you know which states has a lot of Asian population? If don't know, this video gonna tell you everything, like where the Asian population lives or their percentage. All right, so my name is Derry, and I'll see you next time.